Well, that was an interesting session, a slow session. Unfortunately, we had quite a few crashes, hot joins, and it didn't go too terribly well. And then Lambert's internet crashed in the end, and we had to finish off early. But nonetheless, we got through 9 years, not 5 years as I originally thought. But yeah, so this is how the world looks now. And I'm just going to do a quick rundown because I missed a lot of stuff that was going on, and just give everybody a bit of a background check on more of the lesser known countries that what they did. So let's go start up in Uzdia, Caledonia, Icenia, all the way up in Albion. So over here, if I get my spreadsheet, I know we've got PNG Hats in Caledonia. In Icenia, we have good old Judas. And then in Uzdia, if I can, for the life of me, find it on the spreadsheet, Murticus, I believe that is how he said. So, they're currently embroiled in a war, and to be fair, props to them. They've, haven't expanded too bad, but now they're in a big bad war against Icenia. So, yeah, this is I don't think this is going to go too well for them. I'm going to be right back because I've just realised I haven't put this into debug mode so I can jump around nations. So, I'll be back in a second. And I'm back as if nothing happened. So yeah, I just loaded up into observer mode through the multiplayer, but easier than just going in and out. So anyway, as we were saying, Icenia, with Uzdia, and Caledonia. Icenia's brought in quite a few allies into this, and it's just really Uzdia and Caledonia, so I feel this is going to go in the way of victory for Judas, but we'll have to see. Strange things have happened. Stranger things have definitely happened in previous multiplayers. So, yeah, it's kind of slow going over there for these guys at the start, but I feel like Seniors is going to wrap this up and form Albion in no time. So we would go over to Gaul, but our two Gallic players didn't show up, which is unfortunate that they both didn't show up in the same area. So Gaul was pretty open, and Tyrannia is just going straight into Gaul for that. So, we won't talk about him just yet, we'll move over to Germany, but rest assured, people who died, or people who want to rejoin, I'm sure they are going to be placed into Gaul. At this moment in time, I'm unsure what nations they can be played, but I have the utmost faith in James to put them into some decent nations. Treveria! No, fuck no. Don't, whatever you do, don't put it into Pictonium and Appia. Or Avernia. We've had those way too often. Anyway, over in Germania, we have Cheese and we have Flowfire as the respective nations here. Now, this may look like Cheese owns the parts of Denmark, but no, it's just more in North Germany, so he's consolidating here quite well. And we have Flowfire, looks like he's gunning for him. So I'll have to see what happens here, if they're just going to split their two regions and what they will do with that, or if they will end up clashing, because they're going to have to worry about certain Bohemia coming after them, which is Bincy. So I don't really think there's anything I can say as of note with these guys. It's just been bashing up AI, and I think we're just going to have to wait a little bit longer in the future to see what happens. I'm more surprised Bincy hasn't been trying to get down here, with Illyria being open, no plays in Gaul. But we'll see. It's a diplomatic situation, like, yeah, you could go after all them. He has got a truce with these guys, but hey ho. So, Tyrannia. He's another one who's expanded kind of slowly. Going in, it looks like he's heading more for Gaul. He did start with this land here, so he's probably got an agreement with the Etrurians that we can see. And expanded into Gaul now. Tyrinia, oh, with that forest heritage, with them traditions, he is going to have some incredible archers, which is going to be the bane of any Italian player. So we'll see what happens with that one. But yeah, he's just expanding slowly and methodically. As I say, it's been 9 years, so there's not that much of note that's gone on. But, alright, well, we'll just ignore Italy for now, and we'll come over to Iberia, because in Iberia we had... Now, I will... Emporium was Orion Orbit, and he hasn't been doing too bad for himself. Considering this is all wrong culture, wrong religion, it's gonna, you know, as we saw in the video, it really has tanked his research efficiency, and it's gonna make him butt heads with Turdetania, so we're gonna have to see on that one. Emporium is a hardish start in my opinion, considering it's all just wrong culture, wrong religion around you. Especially in PvP, like you need a big daddy nation, as we saw last MP, to really bankroll you and help you out with this. So we're going to see how he will compete with Turdetania, which is James, who's doing not too bad for himself, got another himself an alliance with Iggy and Carthage. Interesting that he can stomach that alliance. But yeah, so I think Turdetania is definitely going to have the lion's share of Iberia, if done right. It's, you know, got good, nice culture, nice religion land to take. And then up here in Tiberia we have... Oh god. Did he even get put on the list? Or did he just die outright? I thought it was a player in Tiberia. Or did it get annexed? It might have got annexed, because I can't see Tiberia on the list. Ah. Well, there was a player in here, it was Krishka, I believe. He must have played a nation that's then got annexed by Tiberia. Well, that's a shame. So yeah, there was a player up here, he did end up crashing out, and I think that's when he got annexed, so... Yeah, I think we definitely need a player up here, otherwise James, the admin and the runner of the game, might have an easy game with all of Iberia. Yeah, I'm not suggesting anything there. Anyway, moving on. North Africa. Now, poor Swag. Ah, Swag. You've won everyone's hearts, but dude, don't be so easy to white peace out. I caught 2 wars that he fought. One was against the AI. When the AI attacked him, he took a white peace with the AI, I believe. And even when he was on the ascendancy, and then he attacked Carthage with all of the AI around, he'd allied them all and attacked Carthage, and Iggy was on the back foot. He was out of manpower and he was holding on by the skin of his teeth. And then Swag offered him land in a peace deal, and it's so sad because firstly it would have been absolutely priceless if Iggy died there and then to Swag, but also, come on, if you're watching this, fight to the bitter end. You know, if you feel like you could, you go for it. And after all, it's only Iggy. You may believe he's the best player in the game and in the world, Imperator, but he's not. You can do it, Swag. Speaking of Iggy, oh, Iggy was brutal. He killed our Sulky player in Cartophorus, and as I said in one of the episodes, Cartophorus, please don't be sulking. I know you all love that joke. So yeah, he just brutally went out and murdered Sulky, even when it was probably in his best interest to consolidate the AI around him to stop Swag doing what he did. He killed Cartophorus and Sulky, which is interesting. So we're gonna have to see what happens here with Carthage. He's the only alliance is Turdetania, so I mean, is Syracuse enemy against him. Samnium, Etruria, Cyrenerica. We're gonna have to see. Carthage, he's in a predicament now. He's in a crossroads. He's gonna have to do his Diplo, but so far he seems to be slightly on the ascendancy. But see what happens with Swag. Now, Italy. I'm going to talk about Etruria and Samnium together here because, oh my. So, right at the start of the game, Etruria was starting to get a claim on the Romans. Samnium waltzed straight in there and no-see-bead Rome and took Rome, which has now put him in a very powerful position. Beforehand, Etruria was definitely the most dominant force, but now Samnium, now he's got this, he's a lot stronger than he could have been. So, gonna have to see where this goes. Etruria, you know, expanding up into this tribal land, I feel like Samnium is going to be stronger in the long run by getting this. Yes, Etruria's got ample expansion, but this ample expansion is going to nerf his research ratio, it's going to be wrong culture, wrong religion, he's going to have to be converting it, he's going to have to be spending a lot of money to civilize it, build cities in it. Definitely something you want to do after you've secured a good portion of civilization down here. And we're going to have to see what Starter Tech is going to do with this. I mean, Starter Tech's between a rock and a hard place. He's got Carthage and Iggy to his west, and he's got Samnium and Etruria to his north, and in Italy. So, yeah, we're going to have to see what Syracuse does, and if they come up with an alliance with Etruria, are we going to have a repeat of last season between Syracuse and Etruria? So, yeah, we're going to have to see what goes on with this. And then another big influence on Italian affairs is going to be Epirus and Thessaly and Sparta. Now, surprise to me, like a massive surprise to me, Epirus and Thessaly allied each other. They're being friendly. They're not doing anything. So I wonder if they're, you know, splitting by region. Thessaly gets Macedonia, goes Thrace, and this way, and then Epirus gets Illyria and Greece, in which case, why haven't you killed Sparta already? So yeah, this is a slight expansion for both of them. They're doing quite well. Thessaly's pretty much now Macedonia, but he's not Macedonia, and he has that amazing Tarentine heritage. He's got that cavalry, so I hope when he goes down his traditions, he goes down the cavalry ones and full-on roleplays with that. So these players, as I've completely forgot to mention there, Cainpoc in Epirus and Tejo in Thessaly. So yeah, it's an interesting combination here with these two, and we're going to have to see what happens and what they will play on Italian affairs. And then Sparta. Oh, Sparta. Hans Gruber, a nemesis from last multiplayer. He is playing the most powerful nation in the game just through raw buffs for the military. And so far, he has survived. He's done better than last season's Sparta player. He is consolidating the Peloponnese. Hasn't jumped into Crete yet. Yeah, we're just going to have to see how this goes with him and the Epirites and Thessaly. And then we're going to get onto him later, but the Antigonids do have a foothold here that they start off with, so we're going to talk about that soon. But now let's jump up over to Getia. Now, Thracian did crash out, unfortunately, when he was in a war, but his AI took the land that he wanted, and yeah, he's expanded a slight bit. So, nothing really of note to say, unfortunately, for you, Thracian, but yeah, we're just gonna have to see how this goes. Now, you haven't got any player allies, no one friendly around you. Your southern neighbour here, AI is allied to a player, and the player was helping the AI take land. So is that a sign of threat or not? But we're going to have to wait and see what happens with Thracian. As I say, he's crashed out for a lot of it. It's more the AI, so nothing too much of note there. Now his neighbour, the Bosporan, kicked him. This is Stoyan, he champion of the 2nd MP, my ultimate nemesis of the 3rd MP, all-round good guy and a pretty decent player. Now he allied with a nation to the south of Getia. What is his plans? Now, I'm going to talk about him in conjunction with Sarmatia because they are allied to each other. Now, Sarmatia, Pisuria, Light, as I should call him, not Pisuria. He was Pisuria last MP, and my god did he take that game by the fucking horns with the no CP. But anyway, that's a different MP, so yeah. Definitely players to watch out for, especially with them allying each other. We're going to have to see what Bosporan does. Is he going to now start going south and grabbing the Greek culture on the Anatolian coast, going into Thrace? We're going to have to see what Stoyan has in store for us in Sarmatia. Is he going to butt heads with Parnia, who we will talk about soon, or is he going to be going down against Armenia, or will he backstab Bosporans? Who knows? But over here, just more AI gobbling up and consolidating up land and colonizing. So yeah, now, let's go Armenia, Pergamon this way. So Armenia, he is... Oh... I promise I don't have favourites. It's just all you new people. I just don't know who you are. And I need to hurry this along. Armenia. Sir Kellen. In Armenia. So. I think he's consolidated a bit of land. I'm not sure how big Armenia starts. I think it's these three or something. So I think he's taken this. And like this. Like he's expanded a bit. Got Atrapene and Albania as allies. It looks like he's trying to expand south. Maybe he's wanting to, you know, butt heads with the Babylonian player, but yeah, so he has got kind of the run of things here, south of the Caucasus. There are no players nearby, like the closest you've got Pergamon, Antigonus, Babylon, Parnia, Sarmatia. So, yeah, we're gonna have to see what he does, but fortunately nothing much I can say here. He's just, you know, eating up the AI. And over here, Pergamon, who I don't believe has expanded at all. But we saw him help his AI ally expand. I mean, that's just cheese all over. Not cheese. Balls. Zoroastro. I keep getting those two mixed up. Sorry about that cheese. Sorry about that. Zoroastro. Zoroastro. He's just an all-around nice guy. And so he's so nice, he likes to help the AI expand. And that's all I can say about you, Zoroastro. I just got to cheese again. But yeah, so Pergamon, I would like to see, you know, you maybe expand next session. Ravioli, you know, consolidate Asia Minor, please. But yeah, anyway, moving on to the Antigonus. Now, he did crash out. This is YYY, man. And yeah, unfortunately, when he crashed out, he was in a war against all these nations in the Levant area. That was ally Judea, and I believe only he got land out of it that his ally took. But yeah, he's kind of spread out everywhere. It will be interesting to see what role he has to play. He's got an alliance with Pergamon and Judea, but what role does he have to play with the Greeks for keeping this land and not automatically selling it off? You know, is he going to try and use this to get a better foothold and fight against the Greeks, or is he going to, you know, use his land here to consolidate some of Asia Minor? We're going to have to wait and see. Hopefully he doesn't crash next next session, but we can hope. And then going down to Judea. Judea had a hard time of it, as I mentioned, and then the Antigonus crashed, so couldn't help him out in the war, and then Memphis was embroiled on a lot of wars against the players over here, so he kind of had to do it by himself, but he's plodding along, and this is the... this is Revax. So yeah, let's hopefully we're going to see good things from him when he finally gets a chance to expand and consolidate his area. Now, definitely not going to take too much time on here, even though a lot of action happened. We all know what happened here. We all saw loads of it. Wassa, Cyrenaica allied, they attacked Amon, they brought in Egypt, and, you know, all the AI around. Jake, you know, managed to get pieced out with taking Egypt, and now he's bloodthirsty and he wants revenge. He wants Wassa dead. He's been offering Cyrenaica chances, you know, to go to Crete and Greece and, you know, don't come into Egypt and I'll help you. And Cyrenaica's like, no, I want you dead. So, yeah. We all saw that go down. We all know what happened. Now, down here we have got Mussolon. And this is played by... because I don't even think I looked at him once. Thranere. But yeah, I don't think I looked at him once, unfortunately for him. But yeah, he's down here in his little bit of Somalia. Just chilling, just expanding, taking on some AI, consolidating some land. So yeah, I'll have to see if this really puts some bearing on anything. It happens in Egypt and all that. But yeah, we'll have to see. Now, Babylon, Stormraven. He had a slow session. Then again, like, we only played 9 years, so it is what it is. But he took on the Seleucids and annexed the Seleucids, and now he's really gonna have to see what goes on. He has got an alliance with the player over in Carmania. So, is he gonna follow in Judas's footsteps of last MP and become the big scary bad guy of the campaign? So we're gonna have to wait and see. But yeah, Mesopotamia definitely a strong region, and he's gonna want to consolidate that hard. Then Carmeria, Grey Death. Now, allied with Persis, allied with Parnia, allied with Babylon, allied with Arsenia. Have we already got books beginning to build? Well, Grey Death, Grey Death, Grey Death. So, all I can say about Grey Death here is he's consolidated against the AI, he's taken on more AI, and he's allied with all the players around him. Now, just a quick check. He can form Persia. And if I was him, I would be gunning for that. Would mean a backstab against Babylon, and probably against Parnia if Parnia takes this land. But forming Persia would be very powerful for him. But yes. Now, moving up north, we have Lambert and Parnia deciding that if I'm not in the MP, he can play. Because he got scared after I crushed him as Epirus and went into the observer box, hidden away, but now I'm no longer playing, he's back in the action, and so far so good. How far away is he from... He can't unite the Dahe? What? Okay, interesting. Very interesting. Huh, so he can only form Parthia. But, anyway, he's expanded slightly. He's got alliance just with Carmania. Not with Teyuan over here, the player there, or Sarmatia or anything, so we're going to have to see. Is he going to butt heads with Sarmatia? Is Sarmatia going to come into the Scythia region? Is Lambert going to want the Scythia region? We'll have to see. But he is expanding south at the minute, and we'll probably get a border with Carmania at the end of this war. So yeah, we're going to have to keep an eye on Parnia, because with Lambert not being firmly against mega capitals, we're going to have to see how he goes with this one. Because playing a micro tribe, not a mega capital, can be very, very underpowered. And it looks like he's trying to centralize, so yeah, we're going to have to see. Parthia? Maybe we're going to have a true Parthia. So, over here, Teyuan, a slightly Tibetan nation. I don't think he can colonize any of actual Tibet, though. I think this is all off limits, Himalaya. So he's kind of stuck here. He can take on Muson, so just, you know, killing AI. He's hasn't got an ally with any players around. I don't even know if he has Diplo range for that. But yeah, nothing really I can say here. He's been killing AI and trying to survive. We're gonna see what says with Parnia, but yeah. And then last but not least, we have Parsenia, which is, I completely forgot to say, Teyuan is Dark Lord. Terribly sorry about that. But Parsenia Mane, he seems to be doing not too bad. Yeah, he's converting his culture. He's, you know, he's doing alright. He's got an alliance with Carmania that might end up boxing him in. You know, Carmania's allied with Persis. He's going to have to go up to then Arachosia if he wants to expand. But yeah, so we're going to have to see how our Watcher on the Wall defends us against the hordes from the Indian subcontinent and all these barbarians that are going to spawn up here. But yeah, we're going to have to see. So yeah, that was the first session. Now these are the points. This lovely, lovely point scoring card graphic thingy that was made. And as you can see, Ustia first, Caledonia, Estia. Alright, you know, I'm not going to pronounce any of these because I'm just going to pronounce it wrong. You're all going to make fun of me in the comments. But yeah, so basically, as you can see, a lot of the smaller nations got the first. That's because if you picked a nation under 100 pops, for every pop you were under 100, you would get a point. So if you picked a nation with 50 pops, you got 50 points. If you picked a nation with 1 pop, you got 99 points. It's not something that's going to have too great an effect in the long run, but early game it's going to, you know, make you look higher on the point scoring system. Just an encouragement for people to pick smaller and lesser picked nations, Thebes or something, instead of your generic Carthage, Babylon, you know, Macedon, Rome, Kush, Memphis, all those, which would get you negative points if you picked over 300. But yeah, so that's the scoring board. We'll see how that changes over time. And just before we end off, because obviously you couldn't see in there, this is what the map looks like at the minute with all of the players. So yeah, hopefully this has gone on, oh shit, 25 minutes, bloody hell. I really need to shorten these down a bit more, but yeah, they'll get shorter when players start dying, so start killing each other, stop letting each other respawn, please, and thank you. So yeah, I will see you on Sunday at 8 PM British time, and if you're in the game, get killing those players. Get me them players awards, get me that good content to commentate on. But yeah, thank you very much for watching, and I will see you in the live stream on Sunday or the next episode. Take care and goodbye for now.